Hello, hello. I'm Cosmic Jack. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I really want to dive into some astrology and really just the energy, what to expect, and really how it is all unlocking and unraveling and unveiling your feminine and shifting your frequency within yourself, within your feminine vibration, within your feminine frequency. And one of the things that I would say I'm here to do is really restore the energy of the feminine energy, and really restore the beauty codes and the femininity and the softness and the sensuality and the vibrancy that comes and happens when you are in your body. And when you are in your body, your joy, your vitality, your radiance, your vibrancy can just turn on. And your inner glow is really reflected in your outer one. I was, talking to one of my friends today about how when you heal, your appearance shifts. And you can really tell what women are holding within themselves based on their face. And men too, obviously. I literally just saw a mugshot of Tiger Woods, and I was like, there's no one home behind the lens. His eyes are there's no one home. And I'm like, it's kind of freaky. It's kind of scary. And I'm like, yeah, because he's literally drowning himself in pills and whatnot. And is literally not at home in his body. You can tell because the eyes are the windows to your soul. And so you can really tell where you are internally emanating and vibrating from based on your face and your glow. And so many people now, we live in this day and age where everyone tweaks their fucking face. And it's you could actually just do the inner work and shape shift your face. But, that's, some people say that's the harder way to do it. And I'm saying it is actually the key to getting everything that you want. It's why when I work with clients and shift things on a very somatic physical level, things just literally float into the reality because it was all already there. You just have to shift and release your resistance to it so that you can align with it. And that really looks like doing the body work. And so my goal for everyone in my circumference, in my world, my cosmic world, is for them to just feel and look their best. And you do that by coming back home into your body and really liberating your inner joy, your inner vitality, your inner vibrancy. And that brings me to Uranus and Taurus, because we have 3 weeks left of this transit. And this is the transit that really started my awakening, Uranus through Taurus. And Taurus really is the feminine. It is Mother Earth energy. It is grounded. It is abundant. It is resourceful. It is serene. It is somatic. It is pleasureful. It is about being at home in your body. It is about your self-worth, your self-value, and the relationship that you have with yourself sets the tone and foundation for everything that you attract in. We literally live in a mirror reality. So whatever you're holding and emanating from within is what you attract in your 3D existence. And so shift the inside, shift the body, shift yourself at a somatic visceral level, and it's voila, it's magic. Then the 3D shifts to align with it. And so that's why everything that I do, I turn you back home to yourself, because you are the foundational frequency in your reality and you set the tone. So whatever you are fundamentally and foundationally holding within yourself is what attracts in, attracts like. So take a breath. And so Taurus really is that divine feminine, right? It is your sensuality. It is somatic. And it is the beauty, what is more beautiful than fucking Mother Earth, right? It is beauty. It is so natural, right? I feel we've lost natural beauty. It is, you literally can't concoct how beautiful Mother Earth is, because it is that rare and that unique and that just natural, right? It's the natural beauty codes. And so Uranus has been here since May 2018, awakening to you to your divine femininity. And it has been awakening your lack, your scarcity, your fears, a lot of that root chakra level energy that you hold and that you store within your body. Low octave Taurus is a hoarder, it is a clinger, it is afraid to circulate, it is afraid to share, it is scarce, it is lack, it is unstable, it is ungrounded. And so Uranus and Taurus has been there shaken out everywhere where you were not solid, secure, and super just safe, you being you. And so for me, wherever Taurus is in your chart has been getting some sort of activation, some sort of shifts, some sort of change, because that is the nature of Uranus. It takes 7 years for it to transit a sign, roughly, and every year it brings some sort of shift or change. And so for me, it's been in my 4th house. It's been about my body. It's been about my home. It has been about my family. It's been about my emotional foundations. I've had to feel my feelings. I've had to come back into my body. I have moved a million times. I'm going to be moving again. Moved twice last year, moving again, like confirmation, we're on the move. And so, it's just really welcoming those shifts, and really you're never the same after Uranus transit. Really, I mean, I'm so grateful for this transit, but it has been no joke, because it has been the thing that has forced me to get into my body. And in order to get into your body, you have to face and confront and heal all of the reasons why you are not embodied, right? To be embodied, you have to be in your body. And so it really has started this whole journey with my body, and it really is my purpose. Like, I'm a Aquarius rising, I'm an Aquarius North node. So my literal life purpose is to awaken and raise the collective consciousness, like, through my physical body, because in my identity and like being myself. I also have Uranus opposing my moon, and since I'm ruled by Uranus, that is like a very strong focus. And so for me, the last 8 years has been a journey of me and my body. And now that I'm on the other side of like being embodied in my divine feminine frequency, that is literally my mission, is to support you in doing the same and really awakening you to your divine feminine power, your sovereignty, your vibrancy, your joy, liberating your own inner vitality, becoming a manifestation wizard, really connecting to your intuition, and really just being like a visionary, and being who you came here to be. And, of course, astrology is a part of that, because astrology is ruled by Aquarius. So, if you are, we have been on a ride the last year and a half. I mean, I've been on a ride for 8 years. I don't know when if you're watching this, you had some sort of awakening or activation within your own life. And that's really when we are not using our free will to change. That's when astrology kicks in and is like, you're gonna change. And so, like, you can't, what do I'm like, what is that saying I always say? I'm like, you can't like run from your fate, which is not what I always say, but it's like astrology, like, you can't run from the transits. Like, the transits are going to transit. And so what that means is basically, like, if it's happening in your life, it is happening in the astrology. So, like, you can never like outrun your fate, basically. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know why I'm like, can't even think of like why I like, what is the quote that I always say? You can't run from your fate, right? So the astrology is going to force you to learn the lessons one way or another, which is why understanding and learning astrology is so powerful, because it always explains what it is that you are feeling and what it is you are going through. And the reason why people get everything that they want and don't feel good is because they're living out of alignment. And when you're in alignment and you're operating in congruence and balance and centered and grounded in your birth chart, then things just come into a place of flow and things come in for you. Confirmation. You don't have to go out and hustle and work and force and prove an effort for things. You are just connected to the God zone, right? Like you're in the God zone, manifesting miracles on demand because you are embodied and you are open and you are receptive to that level of living, which is all about, again, being embodied in your divine feminine frequency. Mother Earth isn't like out here fucking performing for people to love her, right? She's just like, I can make my resources. She's very like Empress. She's like, I just wave my little specter and I just birth and create and be and beautiful and, you know, I'm abundant and provide, which is like, you know, high octave Taurus. So I want you to really think back. What were the themes May 2018 that you have been moving through? Because these are coming to fruition in full circle right now. You can also look back to last July through November, when this is when Uranus moved back and forth from Taurus to Gemini. And so we were in the final 3 weeks. And what is so interesting about the next 3 weeks too is that Venus is in Taurus. Venus is the ruler of Taurus. We also just had this full moon in Libra, which Venus was ruled. And we are in this Venus square Pluto. So Venus is currently in Taurus square Pluto in Aquarius. So this is activating that divine feminine frequency. It is a regeneration, it is a transformation, it is a release, it is a surrender, it is just peeling back the layers, right? Taurus wants to hold. Uranus wants you to drop the weight, right? I literally transformed and shape-shifted my entire body with this transit. Like I literally had one of my guy friends who's actually a Taurus send me a photo to, like, I'm not joking, like 10 minutes before I came on to film this video. And I was literally it was literally 8 years ago, like 8 years ago. You can't fucking make this shit up. I'm like, this was when Uranus was entering Taurus. Like, it's crazy. And I'm sitting there literally like deadpan, like Tiger Woods mugshot status with a chicken fingers and waffle fries. Like I'm eating at Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, literally, I was like, that's literally the last time I had chicken. I like couldn't believe it. I was like, I like literally zoomed in. I was like, am I eating chicken? Like, that's crazy. But I was like, this is who I was. This is who I was before Uranus entered Taurus. It's so crazy to like have like a visual representation, because on it was like a time hop thing and it said 8 years ago. And I was like, holy shit, I was in Charleston working a tennis tournament. I was like, holy shit, that girl had no idea what was coming for her, but we are grateful we went through it. And her ass was awakening, let's just say that. So it's just really crazy to see that like visual evidence of like who you used to be, what you used to look like, your habits, like how I used to value myself, and really what I was doing in my life. It's just very interesting. And so I just thought, like, it's funny because I was planning on coming on and talking about this all day, and then my friend sent me that video or that photo, and I was like, I have to, this is verbatim what I am talking about in this video. This is the visual proof of the shifts, of the alignment, of the frequency. And so, you know, life is just so funny in that way. They're like, remember who you were 8 years ago? This is what you were doing. I should find a way to like insert the photo. But yeah, I mean, I don't even, they're speechless, no words. The air sign has no words. And that is just proof and evidence that this work works. You know what I mean? Uranus will wake your ass up. And so all of this to say, Venus right now is going through her own regeneration and transformation, and she wants you embodied in this feminine frequency. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, Pluto's in Aquarius, square Venus, and all month Venus is moving through Taurus, catching up with Uranus. She will link with Uranus right before they both moved into Gemini. Venus will move into Gemini on the 24th of April. Uranus will move into Gemini on the 25th. And so this next 3 weeks, we're literally being asked to embody this divine feminine frequency, to be soft, to be secure, to be serene, to be supported, to be like self-assured, to be resourceful, to be abundant, to be in your body, to be grounded, to be centered in yourself, to have sky high fucking value, to have sky high fucking self-worth, to have and hold high standards, to be able to hold abundance, to be able to hold resources, to be able to hold the life and the level of living that you are desiring, and really living from that divine feminine earth abundance, right? The Empress energy. And I just got back from 2 days, a 2-day intensive with David Guillaume in LA. And, one of the things he says is like, if he kind of has like the scale of like rating things. He's like emotionally, physically, intellectually, intellectually, and spiritually, like where do you rank yourself, right? And for a long time, I was a 10 out of 10 on all of them except for the emotional. You know what I mean? So I had to really emotionally mature. And so now it's like, because he's like, if you want to attract more in your life, you have to raise your value, right? And so that's really what we're doing. If you want to attract a man who loves and values you, you have to love and value yourself, right? If you want to attract a man who's an abundant energy, you have to be abundant, right? Like if you want to attract clients that value you, you have to value you. And so, if you want anything in your life, it is about becoming the frequency first, right? And so that's really what I have been preaching for so long about this divine feminine frequency. It's about your embodiment. And in order to be embodied in your own self-value, your self-love, you have to be in your body. And I think so many people are not in their bodies and they don't realize it. If you do not have the access to the joy, to the happiness, to the freedom, to the inspiration, to the ideas, to your intuition, if you don't feel your best, if you don't feel like you look your best, that was like for me for so long. I was like, I have this like inner supermodel within me. I'm just don't look like her. And I was like, I don't know how to access her. I don't know how to find her. I don't know how to be her. And so I went on this like journey of embodiment, right? And that looks like developing emotional capacity. It looks like committing to your 3D goals. It looks like you committing to being that physical asset, right? It looks like you developing your intellect. It looks like you committing to your spiritual practices. Like whatever that is for you, like for me, it's like really getting crystal clear on the identity. I mean, we're in Aries season. It's all about identity and really like having a healthy ego, because I think really men need to soften their ego and women need to develop it. And what I mean about confirmation, what I mean about ego is like believing in yourself. You know what I mean? Like people who have like men are like wobbling and wallowing in like whether or not they deserve things. They just like take action for it. I mean, maybe some more feminized men like have that, but like you're telling me the president of the United States doesn't think he deserves to be fucking president of the United States? You know what I mean? And it's like really develop. And I'm not talking about like being a narcissist or anything like that. Like you're a good-hearted, centered, loving woman. Like that's not what I'm talking about. It's like actually like believing that you deserve to have the life that you want and really owning it and really going after it, after the things that you desire, and being bold and unabashed and really brave and courageous, right? And sometimes we don't really like see ourselves as that brave, courageous person until we're put into a situation or a scenario where we have to rise to that occasion, right? I just watched what movie did I see yesterday? The Ryan Gosling one, Project Hail Mary. And highly recommend. It's super cute. Like I was just smiling in the theater. And I'm not gonna spoil the movie for anyone, but there's like a big thing about him having to rise to the occasion and be brave, right? And if you've seen the movie, what I want to say will make sense, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to spoil it. But you have to rise to the occasion, and so it's about putting yourself in scenarios where you rise to the occasion and really give yourself an opportunity to rise to the identity of who you are saying you are being. And it's so interesting because I really wrote out this whole identity. I call her Gucci Girl. I'm like, this is the Gucci girl that I'm integrating right now. And so much of her energy is so soft and so self-loving and so self-giving and so self-nurturing, and just being like, she's just calm internally and really like grounded and centered and like loving and deserving with herself. And I read all these things about her, but I went to LA, I like invested in myself, and I did all these things, right? And I came back and I like reread my Gucci Girl, and I was like, oh, I was totally just embodied in that. The whole, like, I'm totally just it now. And I was like, I'm her, like, I'm the Gucci Girl. I'm the Gucci gal. And, and it's so interesting how all I had to do was just put myself in a situation, in a scenario where that was my intention to embody her. And then magic, voila, it just clicked in, right? And so it's about expanding your edges and getting yourself out of your own comfort zone, which Taurus loves its fucking comfort zone. And go watch my video. I think it's like 2 videos ago, maybe last video, where it's like you're not moving linearly, you have to move vertically. And when you move vertically, you stretch your edges, you stretch your nervous system, you stretch your capacity. And then you can just literally like widen and expand on that next level. And then that becomes your new standard, your new level, instead of like only expanding linearly. Because you can only actually meet things that exist on that vibration when you're there. So that's why you have to jump. You have to go, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to exist up here and make moves up here. And that's when your bravery and your courage rise to meet it. And then you're just like, this is who I am now. We're integrated. And so what moves can you do this month to expand your self-value, expand your self-worth, to really claim this new identity of yourself, to invest in yourself and raise your value? And so one of the things that I'm really doing is intentionally investing in myself, because that's what a high value woman does, right? Like, I'm really intentionally investing in myself, like the clothes that I wear, the supplements I put in my body, the food I put in my body, my workout routines, my hair care, my beauty products, like, investing in myself spiritually, emotionally, physically. And I mean, my air sign needs like less intellect, but like intellectually, like reading and being really specific about the books that I'm reading. And voila. And so on the other side of you taking all this intentional action and really going inward and reflecting on your value and how you can raise your own value, and really the divine feminine frequency that you want to embody this month, so much is going to land and open up for you. And we have all planets direct. This energy is moving so fast. And so it's time to move on this identity of this next level version of yourself, this feminine frequency, this embodiment, this version of you that's obsessed with herself, who knows she deserves the most, who is just so loving and nurturing and nourishing with herself, and just really is like soft and slow and sensual with herself, right? And so it's a really like loving and amazing place to exist within yourself when you have so much love for yourself and exist in a relationship where you genuinely want what's best for you, because you've learned to drop the shame, to drop the guilt, to drop the fear, and really consciously like go after the things that you desire. And when I say go after, it's like, this is everything I do with my one-on-one clients. It's like it's so wild, right? You set your intention, you set your goal, then everything in the universe, in your little sphere, is conspiring to have you meet that version of yourself. And so when you take moves in alignment with that, the universe is going to give you opportunities to clear what's holding you back. It's going to give you people. It's going to give you flow. It's going to give you intuitive nudges. It's going to give you ideas, inspiration. And then that's how you become a really powerful co-creator. Like, I could tell you a million stories about things that like literally just happened within a week of me deciding to go to LA and then going to LA. Like, I literally saved myself probably at least a decade just by claiming that energy for 1 week, because I cleared so much and up-leveled so much, and just Gucci girl claimed things, because then the universe is like, okay, these are this and this are the things that you have to look at. This is what you have to clear. Here's your opportunity to clear it. Here's the situation. Here's the external scenario for you to clear it. And then you just get to rise to meet it and then embody deeper levels of that version of you. That's how you integrate, is you then take the action to have it assimilate and ground in. And so this is really the work that I do with my clients. So if you feel called to do that and invest in yourself and really claim that, you can, I have the 60-day glow up, which is you and me for 60 days doing the internal work to externally glow up and really like, you know, just doing this work for you to align with this next level version of yourself. And you can also book a one-on-one session because we're going to be starting we're starting and ending a new cycle. So whenever one cycle ends, another one starts. And Uranus is going to be awakening so much when it comes into Gemini. It's really, I mean, I have my own theories about what it's going to be awakening, but really it's going to be awakening the next group. Because there was a group that got awakened with Uranus and Taurus in 2018, which is moi. And then there's going to be another level of awakening happening with Uranus and Gemini. So buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Things are going to be moving so fast once Uranus moves into Gemini. So, and they already are moving fast. So it's an exciting time to be alive. Thank you for being here, sending you so much love. And I really can't wait to see all of the miracles and the magic and the manifestations that come in with this energy, because that is actually one of the powerful and beautiful things about Taurus. It is 3D manifestation. It is building, it is creating, it is bringing things into physical form. And so a lot is coming into fruition and manifestation. So, you know, expect the miracles, expect your life to shift, expect things to drop in, and whatever is started for you, May 2018 is coming to completion. And so what do you need to do to release it, to welcome in what you want next, and book a session if you want clarity and direction and guidance and support navigating that, because Uranus is my bread and butter. like Uranus is chef's kiss. So I am ruled by Uranus. I have mastered Uranus. So it is a lightning bolt of energy, and it's shaking you out of where you're still holding on to. So wherever you're holding on, let go and surrender and welcome in the divine change and the blessings and the abundance and the manifestations that want to come through. So sending you so much love, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.